his job was to take the picture. If you want to have a discussion about how to end bias and stereotyping and racism, you've got to get involved. We're moving so far, so fast. We talked about the exabyte of information, Moore's Law, right? That by 2050, by 2023, computers will have the consciousness of human beings. We're moving so fast that it will be very easy to leave other people behind. We can't leave people starving in Africa if we're going. We can't leave people wondering where the next meal's coming from. We can't leave people without a roof over their head. We cannot leave people behind who believe that it's okay to treat other human beings in a negative manner, right? To hurt other people. We just can't. We have to evolve past that. And it starts in this room with this discussion.
I'm glad Captain Tony mentioned that. There's a quote in closing that I actually heard Nathaniel say last year when we did this at City Hall in Orlando. And he said, some people make things happen, some people watch things happen, and other people say, what happened? So a lot of us are in that third category and just watching things happen. So please help me thank all our speakers for their I also want to remind my current students who are in class that the ultimate rule that they're learning, that all religions talk about, is the golden rule, which is doing unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Unlike the real rule that's happening right now, unfortunately, in our society, which is whoever owns the gold makes the rules. So we need to change things up. So let me make a few last-minute announcements, and I really want you to take the advice that you heard today during lunch to intermingle with a stranger, a person that you met today, to have conversation with them and really build upon this advice that they presented to us firsthand so we do not lose it. And I want to also remind you during lunch, there's these yellow papers that are really important for you to fill out as evaluations for our Social Justice Week that ends pretty much today, to tell us about your feelings about the events, about the week, if you attended any others. So it's really important that we hear from you. And I want to give you one example of propaganda or subliminal messaging that you heard today from Mr. Alan Wilgus. The colors, the patriotic colors at the tablecloth that all of your attention was towards the speakers showcase the importance of voting during this election cycle. So get out the vote is very important. Do not just be the person watching things happen and then wondering what happened, but be the person that makes things happen for the well-being of our community and the nation and hopefully the world. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to showcase upcoming events that my classes are working on in the month of November, but if you want to jot these things down, there's 4 interfaith events that will take place starting Monday, November 7th, from 12 noon to 1:30, and this will be at the Sanford campus, location Building J, room 100, and the topic will also be on stereotyping and profiling for other students who couldn't make it today, so you'll actually meet some of the speakers that came today at that event. The next event will be the next day, Tuesday, November 8th, also from 12 to 1:30, also at the Sanford campus in room C110, which is right across the hall here, the courtyard, and that topic is dealing with women's rights, so it's very important. And the last 2 events, Monday, November 14th, from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Ultima campus in room 120, and the topic will be on human trafficking. And you actually can talk to some of my former students who are doing internships in dealing with the issue of human trafficking. And last but not least, on Tuesday, November 15th, also from 7:30 to 9, is in the Oviedo campus, room F, or building F, room 104. the topic will be the influence of the media over society. So it's similar to what Mr. Wilgus presented today. So it's really important that you attend these, especially if you're students. I'm sure your professors can offer you extra credit. The last thing I'll do before lunch, and we want you to stay for lunch here in the room, and not, like I said, intermingle with each other, because the raffle will be done about 10 minutes after lunch has been served, is as an action plan this year, the Center for Peace with other community partners, with the flyer that you have in front of you, is organizing a 5K peace run that will take place in Blanchard Park on December 3rd from 8 in the morning to 11. So it's really important for you, if you are a runner, you don't want to run, you can walk, you can crawl, whatever you're able to do, but to show a symbol of community and gathering, so we can really change this tide, this wave of hatred that's taking place, for a wave and a movement of good and respect and tolerance amongst each other. This is the second annual that we've done. The first one was last year, and we look forward to seeing you this year. And with that, you can line up for lunch, come back to your table, and if you have other questions for the speakers will also be here as well. So thank you very much.